Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and welcome to Martyn Lucas Investor. It's good to have you all back with me. What a day. Portfolio up nearly $3,000. That's very nice, isn't it? Very good. It's not bad. Good day. Anyway, no options, no contracts, no shorting stocks, just buying companies. It just shows it does actually work from time to time. Okay. Who's here? Welcome, everybody. Wonderful to see you all. Let's have a look. Let's go through the portfolio, and let's have a relaxing evening. We've done all the hard work. We've done the research. We've bought the bottom of the market, and now we just have to relax, really. It's boring now. The hard part was the red days, to dig deep and find the assets and find the stocks that were down, and do the hard work, do the digging when it was difficult. Now it's easy. Now this is when people start jumping in and buying in, and then it gets gets fun for us just to sit back and watch the party begin. Right, let's go through all our positions. And then we got a few announcements to make, which will make you laugh in a minute, actually. This is going to make you laugh in a minute. Queen of self-braiding. Queen of self-braiding. Cannot believe it. Today, I was trying to give you a gift and you missed it. You missed it over and over again. I said it 3 times. Post 30 times in the chat something nice. And something's about to happen. And you missed it. And you missed it when I had 2,000 people in the channel. Can't believe it. Don't miss it again, Queen. Can't believe it. Can't believe it. It did make me smart. Think, where's she doing? What's going on? Why is she missing this? Anyway. It is what it is. You snooze, you lose. 8% up. 2,743. Now, what are we doing? Virgin Galactic's now up 12% today. My 4,000 shares allocation is in place. No more, no less. Don't need any more, don't need any less. Just want to achieve $200,000 on my portfolio and in the next year. I'd like to then, in the next 10 years, take my portfolio. I'd like to be a millionaire on the portfolio. But we'll start focusing on that once we've got our focus done with the 200,000, just about $250,000 first. That's the first target. Palantir, we're waiting for the dip. Good earnings, improving on earnings. However, we don't want to be paying $18 a share for Palantir. It makes no sense. Makes no sense to us. I don't care how high it goes. It doesn't make sense. We buy value. You wouldn't pay $20 for a can of Coke, would you? No. Got to make sure that you buy everything at the right price. There's no sense doing that. Gold, the S&P, up 1.74 today. It's a very, very nice lift off there. Amazon, it's going back down though. Apple, we've got a price increase, a price target. See, Apple earnings tonight. We're not in it. Don't want to overpay. Next year at Energy, that's much, much better. Very, very good dividend. Enphase Energy, 79 now. 22% down. Not that long to go. Moving in the right direction. Coca-Cola and J&J, the stability of my portfolio, underpinning everything. I've got a comment here that I've waiting to answer. I haven't answered it yet. It's coming up in a minute. Why market is moving up today? Well, we explained it in huge detail this morning on the show, and went through it in great detail this morning. Tesla, Rivian, McDonald's, Google, Microsoft, Walmart, Tesco, Tilray, Robinhood, IonQ. Robinhood now up 3%. Nice. IonQ, Rocket Lab. Looking good. Got the flights coming up and by the end of the year. Plug, good. Procter and Gamble, Rumble. Want to get out of the stock. Got 4% to go. It's gone up 11% today. Just want to trade out of the stock. Funware, FFIE, rubbish company. Absolutely rubbish. Want to get out of that one. Rio Tinto, Bitcoin. Please, can you explain in short? I missed it. Sorry. I will come back to that in a minute. I have to focus on the members' questions. I've got members' questions now. Lots of things to cover for the members today. So I might not have time to do that. If you remember, I make you my priority. I have to focus on the members. I'm sure you can understand that. I will do if I get chance. We are watching very closely now for my next move. And, okay, we're getting a few people in now because I want to explain something. We were talking this morning about false information and people spreading false information. And want to cover something in a minute. Don't get carried away. Virgin Galactic, was there any inside buying today? Let's have a closer look. Have we had any buys today? This is the insider trading. And let me just scroll into this. This is a premium service you have to pay for, but my members can get this for free or discounted, depending how you want it. This is the insider trading this morning. There's been still no buys or selling of Virgin Galactic. We also want to look at Enphase because I want to know if Enphase have started to buy in. And now the base case if we go back to Enphase and look at Enphase now, oh yes, this is looking very strong. 79.46. If we go, if we value at $78, we are undervalued by 36%. Worst case scenario, we're overvaluation by 15%. Okay, now we want to look down and see our buys today. What not show up today? We'll probably show tomorrow. Bought, when was that? September 14th. The last buy was the September 14th. Roger Thurman, 8 million shares. So we're going to see the buys coming in soon. I was hoping actually. Well, I knew we didn't, because if we did, we'd have a 30% rally. But I wouldn't be surprised if they do. They won't want it to run away. I am here. Oh, goodness. You missed it again. 3 times in a row. Queen is celebrating. Hey, Queen, make sure that you're here. Make sure that you're here for the earnings on Virgin Galactic. I'm trying to help you here. I'm trying to help you. But you got to show up. I love it. Poor old Queen. I'm giving her a hard time. I'm giving the grandmother of the channel a hard time. But, you know, it's your own fault. If you don't pay attention, I can't help you. I like having fun with the members. It's the best part of my day. Right. I think we got enough people in now. We don't want false information. I I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait. I got a really, really good one. You're gonna love this. It's gonna make everybody smile. We need some entertainment, right? Like, we don't get enough entertainment on this channel, right? It's all crazy. Anyway, we're up now. Where are we now? 2008.32. Virgin Galactic 168. I've been asked if I will trim. Palantir waiting for the drop there. The S&P. Amazon, too expensive. Apple. We've got the Apple earnings tonight. Apple earnings coming up tonight. We're covering it live. Next Era Energy, Enphase, still running. Coca-Cola. If you're in the chat right now, if you're watching the show, it's a kind of strange crowd. We've got a reasonable audience, but everyone's really, really quiet. I don't know what's going on. Oh, hang on a minute. I missed. I'm not on Rumble. I've forgotten my link. Let me put my. I can't believe it. My Rumblers are going. Where are you? Here I am. I haven't put the stream key in. I was having a cup of tea. We had such a good morning. That's no excuse, though, is it? The Rumblers are going, well, what's going on? What's going on with the show? How come there's no show? Let me just do that. Let's have a look. Is Amazon too expensive? Their price to OPEX cash flow is near the lows. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. As an investor, it is. If you're prepared to pay any price for any stock, then fine, spend away. But I don't invest like that. Let me try that again. My Rumblers are complaining. Where's the Rumble stream this afternoon? I don't know what's going on. I didn't put the stream key in. There it is. It's there now. Sorry about that. Wasn't paying attention. All right. Henrik from Denmark. How are you this afternoon? Lovely to see you. Still holding up at Virgin Galactic. I'm here. Is Amazon too expensive? Their price of OPEX cash flow is near the lows. Yes, it is. What's going on? I've been here just listening. Zed Hink. What's going on? Good evening, Martin. I'm glad to see the account back up. Great Palantir earnings. Well, it was and it wasn't. It was a beat, of course, but it doesn't substantiate the share price. And of course, no one cares about that. They just keep buying it. Buying Apple. Not at this price, I'm not. No. Not at this price, I'm not. No. Palantir. Gold. This is my actual shares, my real positions, my real money. Apple. Amazon. Apple. Enphase. Coca-Cola. I'll explain why the market's up in a minute and what's going to happen next. Kenview. That's value. Chevron. Oh, that's better. That's better. Very good. Just entered this market. Tesla. Good. Is Apple still good value at this price? Nikunj. Nikunj. Nikunj is one of my members. I'll do a test for you. A back test for you. But what you should have done, did you see my video on the full valuation of Apple? I think I just did it a couple of days ago, didn't I? There we go. Hopefully you saw this before the earnings. I think I did a back test for Apple just here. Time to buy, did a review. We did Schrodinger a couple of days ago, did a full back test review, balance sheet, the financials on that one. We did another one. Oh, Sabre, brand new company. We did a full review on that one as well. And there was the crash of Enphase yesterday. Made me ill. It didn't really make me ill. It made me happy, actually. But there you go. You understand it if you watch the video. We'll have a look at the latest financials in a minute. Martin, I asked you some time ago if you could look at Nordic Iron on ORAB. Iron ore AB for me. I am so fine. I am so fine. Thanks. And you, Martin. You're fine. I'm not sure what do you mean by that? What is the ticker symbol for that? What's your best buy? What's next? Best buy, Martin. I'm not buying anything right now. I don't need to. I'm fully over allocated, overweight, fully in on margin, fully in on all cash. I am now holding to reinvest, that use the dividends to start reducing margin. I'm not actually buying anything right now. I've done my investments now. Palantir is now eligible for the S&P. Yes. But Palantir, we want to see a drop though before we buy it. I will check it out on the video on Apple. Okay, Nikunj, I will do a look at Apple. In fact, we need to do it in a minute. We will do a review as well for Apple in a minute, but it'd be better now. That one I did was on yesterday's price, and then I'll be doing it again after the earnings tonight, which we are covering. So it'll be completely different tomorrow. Right. I want to just clarify. As you know, we spoke this morning about Virgin Galactic and false information and people saying stuff and making up stuff, and you know what it's like, right? I talk about it a lot on the show. People always trying to make out they know what's going on and all the rest of it. And as you know, there's one particular person on our channel who loves to know everything about Virgin Galactic. He's in the channel right now, M4TTD, likes saying all sorts of stuff. Like he works at Virgin Galactic and everybody at Virgin Galactic know me. Well, they do, but he likes to say they do. He likes to feel important and spread information that's inaccurate. The information is always inaccurate. I don't know why he does it. But he just posted this comment a moment ago, and it's important because some of you are reading it, and I want to make sure that you understand the difference between information and rubbish. Good luck tonight, Martin, with Virgin Galactic earnings. We'll all be tuned in, as well as many of the Virgin Galactic staff. Looking forward to hearing the nod to you and all the fantastic work you do to promote the Virgin Galactic vision. That's nice. Sounds good, doesn't it? Sounds really, really nice. Really, really nice. Thanking me for all the work we do on Virgin Galactic. Really, really nice. All the staff are watching. That was really, really good. Really, really good. Except if you actually worked at Virgin Galactic and knew what was going on, you would know that the Virgin Galactic earnings is not tonight. It's next week. So when I say to people, stop making up stories, you shouldn't do it because you make yourself look silly, right? There's no Virgin Galactic earnings tonight, as very well you should know if you actually work there. The earnings, as everybody knows, is on my show next week. Here is the earnings. The earnings is on November the 8th. There's the earnings. Right there. No earnings tonight. So there you go. The earnings is next week. So you don't work at Virgin Galactic. You're making up stuff which don't make any sense. So stop doing it. It's silly. Anyway. Hi, everyone. Great Palantir earnings. Did you watch the video I just put out? It was a members-only video, and then it went live to the general public 2 hours later. Buying Apple, Jordan Allen. I'm going to look at Apple in a minute. Is Apple a good value at this price? We're going to cover it in a second. Give me the ticker for that and I'll look at it. What's the best buy? We covered that one. Wall Street finally recognizes Palantir as a real company now. Well, a little bit early for that, but we'll see. The S&P, Amazon, Apple, shooting up. Next year at Energy, Enphase, Coca-Cola, J&J. Very good. Okay, so let's get into an Apple review then. We got Apple earnings tonight. I like Apple, obviously. I buy Apple everything. I've got Apple Mac Pro Studios, I got iPhones, I got iPads, computers. I love Apple products. Love the whole business. Very, very good business. Phenomenal business, in fact. Love to own more of it, but at the right price. There's no point. As an investor, you don't just buy the name Apple. Apple's a good stock. Let me buy Apple. Well, how much is it? It's $1 million. It's like buying a can of Coke for $10. You're going, well, I love Coke, $10. Well, of course you wouldn't pay $10 for it. Doesn't make any sense. You can go down to Walmart and buy it for $1. Of course, same can of Coke. So you've got to buy it at the right price. So let's have a look at Apple right now. So here we go. Excuse me. Let's do a full test for you. We can even do a back test as well. Let's do an evaluation. Full valuation on Apple. We'll also do a back test as well on Apple. So let me line it up. Back test. Okay, here we go. AAPL. Okay, Apple, 100% of my portfolio. That's compared to the S&P 500, 100% of my portfolio. I'm just lining it up for you guys, and then we'll do that. Okay. Right, we're lined up with that. Back test there. Apple there. Get everything all in place. And we'll do a review, and we'll do it again tomorrow. And we will do a valuation. Wow, go figure. I plan on taking a position in a stock today, but it's shot up with everything else. Now I just have to wait longer. Which stock, Seth? Okay, here we go. Let's do a full back test review on Apple. Should we buy it? Is it worth it? What do you think? How does it compare? Because if we're going to buy a stock, first question we have to ask ourselves, is it the best value we can buy? If it's not the best value, what is the point of buying it when we can buy something else and make money somewhere else? So let's do that now. Now, because we want to answer everyone's questions, we're going to go members only. So if you've got an Apple question now about the Apple earnings, members only. I have to focus on the members. Let me switch it over there. Okay. Now then, full Apple review. Should we be buying Apple earnings? Should we be buying before the earnings, folks? I can allocate $10,000 to Apple today if I choose to do so. And at the moment, it's a no from me. It's a no from him and a no from me. But we're going to review it right now. So let's have a look at it. I think we've got all the software in place. I think we're good. Right. Let's do an Apple review. Okay. Time. This will go out as a video later on. And the time is 47. Okay. Apple. 47 mins. Right. Okay. Ready? Okay, remembers mode now. So if you want to leave a question, that will be in the video. We're going to make a video now, a Apple fallback test review. We're going to make a video that will go out later. If you want your comment for Apple in the video, if you do a super chat with a comment on it, it will read it out during the making of this video, and it will be in the video forever. So if you want to say something, ask a question, you want it to be part of the video, if you actually want to be part of an evergreen video on Apple that will live forever on my YouTube channel, you can do a super chat. I think it's as long as it's more than $1.99, you can write in a comment or a question, and it'll appear live in the video now, because this will go out later as a video. And it will live forever on my channel, and you can have your name or your comment or your question built in to the video. Okay, everybody good? Everybody know what we're doing? All right. Let's get straight into it. Apple, let's do a full review on Apple, where I see the price going. This is done before the earnings. We'll do another review after the earnings and compare the two videos. We'll see which way it went. So in this video, I'm going to show you the balance sheet of Apple. I'm going to show you the insider trading, who's buying, what I expect from the earnings. Is it overvalued? Should you be buying it before the earnings? At the making of this video, it was done 2 hours, about an hour before the earnings is released. So we'll do it again afterwards tomorrow and see how it compares. We're also going to look at the margin of the company. Is it increasing, decreasing, insider trading, all the rest of it. And it's been made during a live show. So my members, if they do a super chat, can actually ask a question in the live show and it'll appear in this video. So later on when you watch this, if you're watching it now, of course, the questions will appear on the screen. It will read it out, and you too can do that if you watch me on a live show in the making of a video. Right, Apple, it reports tonight. Should we be buying Apple tonight? I've been in Apple before, made lots of money from Apple, currently out of Apple. And let's see if I'm right. If I'm right, and tomorrow I get an opportunity to buy back, I will. I've got an allocation of perhaps $10,000 to buy Apple if I wanted to do it. Let's see. So if it's your very first time here and you want to be made aware of my breaking news videos, I do lots of videos just for the members, and click subscribe or ring the bell and tap the like button if you want to share this video out to more people. More people will see it, and then by liking the video, most importantly, it will benefit you because it will actually alert you to when I'm actually doing videos because you liked the previous video. That's how it works. Right, let's have a little look. We don't need to cover what Apple is. We all know what Apple is, so we don't need to review the stock and that kind of thing. But what we will do is go do a back test comparing the S&P and look at the financials for Apple. So we're not going to do the basic information of what the company is. I think everyone pretty much knows what Apple is. Anyway, let's go straight over to our sheet over here and take a closer look at this. So what we're looking at right now is the Apple financials. Is it a good value to buy right now? Well, if we go on the best case scenario, everything going great in the world. Oh, Lance Strength.
Lance Strength has become a member.
Thank you very much indeed, Lance. You'll get lots of benefits being a member, and I'll come back to you and give you your perks and benefits at the end of making this video. Overvaluation. Overvaluation by 1%. Now, let's clarify what that means. If everything in the world was perfect, which it isn't, the price where it is now, you are paying too much by 1%. Bearing in mind, it's gone up today by a couple of percent, so it's even worse, about 3% overvaluation. However, you're always going to pay more for a blue chip company that has a great balance sheet, a great history, a great belief of the future. But what the stock did in the past does not guarantee what it's going to go and do in the future. Imagine when the iPhone first came out, nobody had one. Everybody has one now. So it's not like everyone's going to go out tomorrow and buy a new iPhone. Not everybody. Some people will. I've got several. We all have. I get it. But it's not going to grow the way it did originally. So don't always assume that a stock, because it's at a great past, will always have a great future. That's why we need to do the work and study the balance sheet and look at it. So it's overvalued at the best case. The base case, which is regarded as the safe measure, is actually still overvalued by 27%. In fact, now 30%, because I say we've gone up today a couple of percent. The worst case scenario, if we value it $100, it's still overvaluation by overvaluation and overvaluation 40%. Right. So we can see how the stock is overvalued. We are probably in a base case right now, overvalued from that point of view. Now, we need to understand, though, that Apple will always trade higher than value. Why? Because it's regarded as an extreme growth stock. It's got stability. It's got a good balance sheet. It's likely to do well. The street likes it. They understand what it is, and so on and so forth. So at the end of the day, you're going to pay more. But I, as a value investor, I am looking to buy good stocks, good companies, not stock prices, good companies. I'm consistently beating the market, and I'm consistently beating Warren Buffett. You've seen my portfolio, started at 5,000, 2.5 years later, I'm now at, 52,000, right? I don't do options trading. I just buy the companies. I don't short the stocks either, so never make any money that way. So the valuation isn't great. However, you're always going to pay more. Now, for a high growth stock like Apple, I am prepared to pay up to 25% base, because I understand things like Tesla, things like Apple, Virgin Galactic, you're paying way more than the value today because it's a company for the future. Palantir, it's a huge example of that. So that's fair enough. Anyway, Wall Street see 13% in this stock. Relative value is down 14%. DCF is down 41%. Intrinsic value down 27%. This is all not good. Exceptional return on equity, 128% on the last 3 years, of course. So it's had a good history. But we just need to get, there's no doubt, we all know that Apple is a good company, but we're not just going to pay anything for any price any day. That doesn't make any sense. That's not how to invest. That's how to speculate and gamble. And this channel is not about speculating and gambling, as you all know. Right, let's move up. Look at the valuation history. As we can see, the valuation was pretty good here around this period, January the 5th. Well, we know January the 5th was the beginning of the bull market. I called it in December until the bull market had started. The banks at Bank of America famously declared it 6 months later after 2 quarters. They never take risk. They have to wait 2 quarters because banks are responsible, right? Well, I knew that we'd started a bull market, and I made many videos in December saying the bull market has begun. So this was the time to buy, and this is when I bought it, and I sold it here. All right, overvaluation. I sold it, took my profit. Thank you very much indeed. But this was the time to buy it. This is where we want to buy it, right? Now then, we've got the earnings tonight. I can allocate $10,000, and if we drop on earnings, it's always a good time to get into a stock or trade a stock. Then I could suddenly jump in if we get a nice little drop around 125. I certainly would. If we had a drop to 125, I would probably buy 10 grand tonight. Anyway, the fundamentals though. Fundamentals, we're going to come on to inside trading in a minute. Fundamentals is very, very important because as we can see here, the revenue is 384 billion. Pretty good. Down 3% at the moment though. We've seen... if we look here, September the 23rd, we were 394. December, this is back in 22. Then we had December the 30th, we dropped off 388. Then we're at 385, March the 31st, and June the 30th, 384. And now we're going to estimated profits, which is what we're looking at tonight, of course. This is what the earnings is all about. So the street are estimating that they're doing well and they're doing better. I don't know. That's what we're going to find out. That's what the street thinks. The operating income is down 0.1%. The net income, 94.8 billion, is up 5%. Their net income is good. All right, cash flows up 3%, looking good. Capital expenditure, we're investing, it's down 0.1%. That's good. They're spending less on investing. That's good. 101 billion on free cash flow. That's up 4%. Nice. Obviously good to reinvest. Let's move down. What does the balance sheet look like? This is something a lot of people don't really care for, but you should take your time to look at the balance sheet. This will tell you how healthy the company is. The company's balance sheet right now is 335 billion. Very nice indeed. The liabilities, 275 billion. So we are in a good position. Current assets, 123 billion. Cash and short-term investments, 62. We get a good impression here of the balance sheet of the balance of the company. Liabilities, as you can see, current liabilities, 125 billion. Accounts payable, 46.7 billion. So on and so forth. So overall, though, we're in a green state. We're in a good side of the business. We've got more money in than is going out. The balance sheet looks good. Now, efficiency. What we're looking for is we want to look forward to see future margins increasing, not decreasing. With the dominance of a company, we want to see how it improves on its margins as it crushes the competition. That's what we're kind of looking for. So what we're looking for now is the efficiency of the company. Doesn't matter how much money it's got. If it doesn't operate efficiently, then it's not a great company, right? Well, Apple is a great company. 43% gross margin. So they could sell this bloody thing, right? They could sell this for our price, all right, which is what they need to do, really, which would be nice. 43% margin. The margins have increased. 10 years ago, it was 40%. 7 years ago, 40%, 40%. And now we're coming up to 43. It's its best ever margins. It's increasing on margin. That's a good sign. That's why Wall Street has given and certain analysts today have given an up rating to the stock. However, analysts aren't always as fair and as honest as they should be. My channel is here to be the most honest, real channel on YouTube TV. I'm not a YouTube channel selling videos. I'm a YouTube TV show. This is a whole TV studio, and everything I do here is to demonstrate the honesty and openness and integrity of this channel and what we are doing for the members and the audience. It's not about me selling videos. It's got nothing to do with that. It's why we're 99% of the time members only. I don't need a big audience. I need the best audience. Operating margins, 29%, net margin, 25%, and generally increasing. FCF margin 26%, return on equity 160%. They're taking their cash and reinvesting. That's very, very good, and that's increasing. It would do. Interest rates are going up. They're making more money now on their invested cash. 28% return, 41% ROIC, and ROCE 54%. All of this is looking very, very nice. Okay, the fundamental score. Now, this is important. Again, I prepared this for you. So you need to, if you're going to overpay for a stock like Apple, boy, it better have a good profitability and solvency score, because you are buying a future price. If you buy Apple today, if I buy it today for $10,000 at 177, I am buying it knowing that I'm overpaying and the price will grow into the stock price I've just paid for it. So it has to have not a red or an amber, most certainly a strong green above 80%. 81% profitability. Apple make a lot of money. Their margins are off the scale. Their solvency score is fantastic. They have a bit of debt. We don't like that. If we didn't have as much debt as we do today, with interest rates the way they are, we'd probably have a 90 solvency score. But because we have debt, it is manageable, it is comfortable, it's not too much. We can allow a 70% score on that. Now then, moving on, price targets. Let's look at the price targets. How do we think on the price target? Well, the price target set by Wall Street. Again, Wall Street are investors. Wall Street are traders, in and out. They don't hang around. They don't care what's coming tomorrow. They want to only be in a stock if they think it's moving. Analysts at Wall Street are very biased. I don't use that as guidance to buy anything, and neither should you. You should be reading this information here that I'm presenting to you today. Apple's lowest forecast of $150 would be 15% downside. Average forecast $201. We've got a 14% upswing. 14%. Now then, there is the point of overvaluation. If you were going to buy Apple right now, $201, which is the likely outcome, is a 14% upside. That's not good enough for me to overpay for a stock. If I'm overpaying for a stock, which I am by buying Apple, I'm not doing it for 14%. Too many people buy a stock because they like it. I like Apple. I'm buying Apple. It's great. I want to buy Apple because I like Apple. And Warren Buffett owns Apple. Yeah, but Warren Buffett didn't pay this amount of money for Apple. So it doesn't matter how good it is. I love a can of Coke. I buy cans of Coke from Walmart. At least Leah does. She buys the Coke for 80, 90 cents a can in a big pack. Makes sense. Do I spend $10 on a can of Coke? No. Don't care how nice the can of Coke is over ice and lemon in a nice chilled glass. I've got one of these glasses. Look, I like my Coke in one of these. Doesn't make any sense, does it? Right? Well, there's the same thing. Apple makes no sense if you're paying over the odds and you've got a 14% upswing. It's not that Apple's not a great company, but it's too expensive. It's not going to give me enough money. Now, if you say it's going to go to $252, which is the highest forecast, which is always exaggerated, 42%. 42%? Sound good? Not when you compare it. Not when I compare it to Enphase Energy. Not when I compare it to Virgin Galactic. Not when I compare it to Tesla. Not when I compare it to J&J because it's been beaten up because of litigation. Not when I compare it to Coca-Cola because of the massive drop because of the price of sugar. There are other companies I can earn more. So this is not a good chart for me. You might like it and go, I don't care. Well, I'm here to make money consistently and beat the market. I'm not here just to buy anything just because it sounds good. Let's scroll down, go past the competition a minute. We're not really interested in that because Apple doesn't really have any competition, does it? This is what you need to look at. Insider trading. Very, very important. 9th of October, only 3 weeks ago. Senior Vice President, Senior Vice President, CFO, Chief Financial Officer, the finance officer, sold 5.7 million. I bet they wish they didn't have these figures come out, but we got them here. 5.7 million's worth of Apple. It's a lot, right? Is it a lot? Does it look a lot to you? No. Do you know how many shares he owns? A heck of a lot more than that. He probably sold that many for tax purposes. Doesn't mean the company's in trouble and I'm selling off all my shares and I think it's going to go down and I'm influencing the stock. I'm an inside trader, blah, blah, blah. If you use this metric, you have to understand how many shares he had in the first place. I haven't got that figure to hand. I'm not looking at it. I'm not presenting that figure on the screen to you right now, but I happen to know it's a lot higher than that. This is a tax position. That's all. This is not a disbelief in the company. So 5 million shares for him is not a lot. Anyway, so however, we have seen some selling. We're not seeing insiders buy. We want to see people inside the company buying. They're not going to, because the company is not beat up. It's not on its arse. It's not cheap. It's not got massive growth in it. Why would Tim Cook, good morning, why would, sorry about that, but why would Tim Cook buy millions of shares of Apple when it's at a virtual all-time high? Why would he do that? He has shares that cost him probably 1 cent. I don't know. The point is, it doesn't make you think there's a huge bounce around the corner, because there ain't. That's just the way it is. Anyway, there's my full review on Apple. I hope that was of some use to you. I hope you enjoy that. We will now do one final metric, and for some reason I'm gonna have to edit this because this is I messed it up. There we go. I'll do that again. I'll cut that. This is made during a live video, right? So we'll do that again. So there's my full review of Apple. Second time of doing it. This the first time was rubbish. Anyway, there we go. Apple. I hope that makes sense. We're going to do one final thing. And one final thing, which is really important, just as we come up to the Apple earnings in just a few moments. We're going to do one final thing for you. And we're going to do a back test. We're going to do a back test to the most stable asset in the world, the S&P 500. How does it compare? How does it compare to the S&P 500? Well, if you put $10,000 into the S&P and you put $10,000 into Apple when Apple was first available publicly, 2011, the red line is the S&P and the blue line is Apple. $42,000 in the S&P, 4x. $174,000 in Apple. Pretty good, right? But you may notice that the growth that we've had in the last few years is comparable with the S&P. It exploded at the beginning, had some real gains, but the last couple of years it's comparable. So, is Apple a buy today? Should you be buying Apple before the earnings? If you are an investor that wants to consistently make money, not lose money, not overpay, not get carried away, not get excited, just buy solid companies, should you be buying Apple today? No. No, you shouldn't. You should have bought it 20, 30 years ago. And that's fine. That's why Tim Cook is not buying it today. Good morning, good morning. Sorry, I know it's twice. So, no, I am going to wait for the earnings. The earnings is going to be, I'm expecting, if not this earnings, the next earnings, a downtrend. For the very first time, we are seeing Apple reduce the price of its products. Remember, what you've just seen is past prices, not future prices. The future prices are based upon the past. That's what analysts do. It's not what I do. When I invest in a company, not only do I study the balance sheet, the numbers, the history, I also make friends on the ground. I have astronauts at Virgin Galactic. I have the world's biggest retail investors follow my show for Virgin Galactic. I'm inviting CEOs and companies to come onto my show as my guest. I make friends. I talk to them via X account and Instagram. And I get a picture of the thank you, Leah. I've got a coffee behind me. And I am looking, or it's probably a latte actually. And I'm looking for where the company's going, not where it's been. And if you look closely at Apple, deflation. We are seeing some products now be reduced in price. Their margins are going to get squeezed. So if I'm buying a company at a prime price and I'm paying a top price and I see margins coming down and I see a 14% at a base case using my software that I've just prepared there for you, does that make any sense? No, it doesn't. I can make more money on many other stocks. So as an investor, it's a no from me. As a gambler, someone who just goes, I'm in the stock market and I'm going to buy Apple because I've been told it's good. And then you're probably likely to lose money. So that's my review today. I hope you like it. If you are a member of my channel, you'll receive extra information sent through to you via my newsletter. Also, exclusive content I only post to members, exclusive live streams and stuff like that. Anyway, if you want to see the earnings for Apple, click above my head. If you want to see what I'm buying before I'm buying it and selling before I sell it, see my X account. Also, click above my head and below in the description of the video. You'll also see how you can subscribe to my newsletter as well, martynlucas.com. And over here, you will see the earnings for Apple. We'll do this again in a couple of days' time, and we'll see if I was right and see how the earnings is being compressed, or at least the projection of what we will get on the next earnings. It's not about tonight. It's about the next earnings and the next earnings. It's like playing chess. If I'm going to move, what's my next 5 moves? Don't just move one and then go, now what do I do? That's called reactionary. We want to be proactive, not reactionary. We want to control the narrative, not follow it. Until next time, as always, take care of your money, take care of yourselves, your crypto, most importantly, take care of each other. All right, there is my Apple review. Is NEE paying soon? NEE is paying dividends in December. Lance Strength. What's your thoughts on Fisker? Lance Strength, you are one of my members. We've run out of time today because we've got Apple earnings in a minute. If you join me tomorrow, you can request a review, a full back test like that as a member. You can have that. I've got 2 in front of you, ChargePoint and Disney, but from members. But if you'd like a full video, a full review, you can have that as a member of my channel. All right, nice chart, said Jordan Allen. Thank you very much. I appreciate that a lot. Price to earnings ratio, 29. Yeah. Ridiculous. Is there anyone in the chat? Option of still Seth. I think I've covered everyone's questions. Nice review. Very clear and concise. Hey, I appreciate that, mate. Well, hello there, beautiful friends. I'll be there. Lance, you remember, I'm here to work for you. All right? Let me get my latte. Oh, lovely. Okay. We're going to wrap up the show because we got, actually we got a bit of time. So who's joining me for the Apple earnings tonight? Who is joining me for the Apple earnings? Let me give you the Apple earnings. Okay. This video will take you directly there. And let's see how many of you jump on in here. Here is the Apple earnings. I'm going to be covering it live, listening to Tom Cook say, good morning, good morning. Apple earnings. Join me live. It's a big one. Always good. Get more views than Meet Kevin. Well, not today, but I will do in a couple of years' time because Meet Kevin and most other YouTubers are to make videos to make them rich. I don't do that. I turn off general public. I go members only, and I'm all about providing the most honest, real service. And people know that this channel is for that. It's not for selling videos and getting you to watch because I'm telling you you're all going to get rich or you're all going to lose your money because that sells videos and makes me rich and gets me to buy my own plane like Meet Kevin. What it does is build the most honest, real YouTube family in the world. That is what I'm trying to do. So anyway, here is Apple earnings. So tonight I won't get as many views as Meet Kevin, but I will do in a couple of years' time. In fact, I've got many of his members have joined me here and said we don't watch Meet Kevin anymore because he makes up stuff. People know it. Right. Apple earnings. I'm going to pin that to the top so you can all see it. Let's get some people clicking on it. Let's do it right now. You ready? Let's get 10 likes to people who are already coming to the Apple earnings. Click the like, click the notification. All right. And leave a comment. Let's see you. Look at all these new members, look. Every day it's like this. Brilliant. 95% of our live viewers are members. I'm trying to get it to 100% by the end of the year. Everybody's a member. And just be fully members only. Just so I can really focus and provide a better quality show. So just leave me your comments there. Hi all. Let's see how many we can get in there. I'll come back and check in a minute. That's right after this show. Okay? And then what do we have? We've got some other stuff coming out, haven't we? We've got tomorrow is the Friday phone-in is back. Zach's 8, talking to you. The Friday phone-in is back. Every Friday, it's back. I'm back from the holidays. Friday phone-in. That's when, if you are a member and you are using our Discord service, it's free for a YouTube member, you can call in to the show. And you can call in and be on the show. And we can discuss the week and we can discuss Virgin Galactic, right? And so that's tomorrow, the opening and closing bell. Tomorrow morning is the Friday phone-in. Closing bell Saturday, Friday night. Then we got the Virgin Galactic after party on my music channel. If you've not yet visited my music channel, go and subscribe to it now because tomorrow night we're doing a sing-along party. We can get beer and drink and get drunk live on the show tomorrow night. That is my music after the show. All right, so you don't want to miss that. And then, of course, on Sunday, for all my crypto investors, Sensei will do the charts for you, the upcoming week, what we've seen all week, and all the crypto and all the chart analysis. He's a very different style of trader, different style of show, but we all love him, and we'll all be there for him on Sunday. Join us for that. Right, did we get any comments? Did we get any likes? Yes, we got 3. And we got Zachzay, I'm here. Zachzay will be in. I'm in, he says, to the Friday phone in. That's our dear friend from Israel, Zachzay, an investor in Virgin Galactic, joining us in the morning for the Friday phone in. And I'll be going, good morning, good morning. Okay. I'll be there. Now then, 5 minutes to go before the bell. Virgin Galactic up 13% today. Am I selling it all? Nope. Palantir. Very nice. Too expensive though. We do not buy overvaluation. Ever. Never do it. The S&P. 1.9% today. Very nice. Amazon. Apple. 2% today. Next Era Energy, nearly 3%. Enphase, 3%, 2.98. Everyone said I was mad for buying that. But there you go. Coca-Cola, that is the foundation of my portfolio with J&J. This is the underpinning value of my portfolio. I've got $2,500 now worth of dividends a year. Most of that actually on my Roth tax-free. So that's pretty good. Kenview. This is the most undervalued stock on the stock market right now. If you want to look at balance sheet and money and financials and everything else, potential growth, Band-Aid, Tylenol, Listerine, and others. Some nice shampoo. Don't know why I mentioned shampoo, do you? I tell you what, this bit of hair needs a nice bit of shampoo. I'm telling you that. Tesla. Rivian. I'll tell you what we're going to do. Because you're getting lazy. People are getting lazy. You're always getting lazy. I don't know what's wrong with you. Let's do it. You ready? Here we go. 99.5% is our up-like rate, which is really good. We like that. But only 50% of you are signed in. Don't know why that is. 41 watching, 26 likes. That's good. Over 50%. Don't think we can get much higher. But yes, one more. Love it. I'm not even going to ask for 30 because it's not possible. We've only got 42 watching. That would be 75%. And only 50% of people are actually engaged on YouTube. It's crazy. People just don't create a Google account. I've no idea why. Just the way it is. 28. Could we go to 30? I'd be surprised. We very rarely go over 55%. Wow, hang on a minute. 44 watching. This would be good. Go on, can we do 30? I might even do a little dance if we get 30. No, I won't. I'm only joking. There's no little dance. Nobody wants to see a little dance. Nobody wants to see a little dance. We'll not do... Oh, 31. I'll give you that. I apologise. Saying everybody's lazy when everyone's... I shouldn't say that. You're normally lazy. Anyway, we have got a giveaway starting this weekend. Who wants to win some money? Who wants to win a free mug out of my shop? Anybody? Anybody want to win a mug and some money? Anybody? Because in the newsletter this weekend, we have got a giveaway about to happen when I'm going to give away some money. I'm going to give away some cash, and it's going to be great. Virgin Galactic, oh dear. This is interesting. A minute to go before the bell. It's Thursday. We get a bounce on a Thursday, means a short squeeze is back on the cards. If we get a bounce, which we do on a Thursday after hours, short squeeze is back on the table. Hello. Let's, what's the time? 1:24. SPCE 1:24. Virgin Galactic with seconds to go before the bell. It is Thursday. If we get a bounce on Virgin Galactic on a Thursday, you know what that means. That means we have a potential for a short squeeze. It's back on the cards. 10 seconds to go. Let's have a quick look at what Virgin Galactic is doing on the bell. In 3, 2, 1. Let's ring the bell. You too can sponsor the bell for just $20 if you do a super chat. You can sponsor the bell. Now then, if we go up another percent in the after hours, short squeeze is back on the table. We took it off the table for a while. It lost momentum. Doesn't mean we're going to get a short squeeze straight away. We have to surpass $2 for that to start coming in again. And then we have to build momentum. It's not all like a one thing only. However, we got a bit of a push then into the earnings, and it just dropped slightly after the earnings. But let's give it a second. Let's watch this. Today has been a great day for Virgin Galactic, a good day. We have now got an interview with an astronaut on our show. If it doesn't happen, it's not down to me. It's down to one of our members who has a friend who said they will do it. They were on the last flight, not today's flight, the one before that. And they said they will do it. And I believe them. So we're looking forward to it. So if it doesn't come off, though, don't have a go at me. It's not down to me. I've been promised an interview with an astronaut on our show. So look out for that. It's going to be a members exclusive video because I just want to serve my members who have supported me through Virgin Galactic, and it'll only be a members only video. So that's coming up very shortly. So if you want that, become a member. I'm trying to serve my members in the best possible way and provide the best value to my members. So short squeeze is on the way. If we surpass $2 and if we get a percent rise tonight in the after hours. Some of you have been asking me today via X and Instagram, Threads and other places. Am I selling my Virgin Galactic now? I'm up today, 15%? No, not at all. Don't need to. My portfolio is strong. My allocation is right. It's back at the 4,000. I trimmed the 20,000 out, as you know. Used it to buy more Coca-Cola and J&J, which now is the foundation of my portfolio. And the rest is here at 4,000. That can stay there all the way to $100. So this was just made as the bell rang. Maybe it'll move. I have to get off now, though, because we're covering Apple earnings. We've just done a full review, back test with our new premium software, which only is available on our videos to our members for the first few hours, and then it goes public. It's time sensitive, of course, because it's all news relevant for what's happening tonight. It's the earnings for Apple. So anyway, I'll see you back next time. This was just a brief video being made during the last minute of a live video. Reference Virgin Galactic. Let's see what happens by the morning. I'll be watching all night. I do trade all through the night, 24 hours a day. Yes, 24 hours a day on Robinhood. Not with Virgin Galactic, you can't, but all the other stocks. And we are soon, by Christmas, to be going live 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. To be the most honest, real, live YouTube TV channel in the world. That's my aim. That's what I mean. I'm not going to give up until we are the number one. So that's it from me. We've got Apple earnings in a minute. Click above my head for all the links. There's going to be so many links. There's going to be 5, which is the maximum. YouTube only give you 5. So there'll be 5 somewhere along here. All right. Or down below in the description or over here. I don't know why I even point. You can see it. When this video comes out, you see the links, don't you? You see the videos. So I don't know why I do that. That's pointless. Look, there's a video here. I mean, you can see it. I'm going to stop doing it because it makes me, it's like I can't get my hand there anyway. It's not a I stop doing that. You can see it. I'll just go, there's a video here. I'll do that. In fact, that was good. Check out this video here. All right. Have a great day. Everybody's making money. Remember, it's easy to make money. Easy. Anyone can make money. That's easy. The hard part is to keep it and invest in it and make it and have it grow. Anyone can make money. Now try and hold on to your money. Till next time, as always, take care of yourselves and each other. All right. Let's get off. We've got the earnings of Apple. Let's come back to Apple a minute. There's Apple. Sip a latte. All right. %, nearly $3,000. Palantir, too expensive. Gold. What's the overall? What's the overall position now? Where are we now? $52,400. That's all right, isn't it? Happy with that. I only started with $5,000, and I've never shorted a stock in my life. Good that. Seth, Martin, could I ask you a question? No, you can't. In Discord, after the stream, I would like some help troubleshooting a problem I have. After this stream, we're going to the earnings, I'm afraid, Seth. I will have time to help you tomorrow. But from this, we're going straight into Apple earnings. And then I've got to produce the Apple earnings for those who watch it afterwards. So I won't have time into night stream. But if you ask me again tomorrow, then I am very happy to help you. Jordan Allen says, what's your average in Virgin Galactic? My average is 194. Very good. What do you think my average is? Have a guess. just because, Jordan, there's no reason. Just because. Guess. No, go on, guess. Go on, guess. I don't know. Guess. Just have a guess. Right, $10. No, have a proper guess. $8. No, you're not being serious. Have a proper guess. $7? No, come on. You're not being serious. Have a proper guess. Oh. All right, then I'll tell you. My average on Virgin Galactic is 157. There you go. 157. I tell you what, 158 was pretty good. I'll give you that. It could have been anywhere between $1 and $100, and you were in 1 cent. That's better than Warren Buffett, mate. I mean, that's better than Jordan Belfort. That's I'm going to give you that. I'm going to give you that. That's pretty good. I like that. 157. He's a smart aleck, isn't he? Right. Virgin Galactic. We don't want to see it give up steam. We don't want to see it. Now, if it does go down, I'm not selling it. I'm not concerned about it. I'm not worried about it. If it does, it does. All right? Not worried. What I'm interested in is the earnings next week. I don't want to be buying it back at 169. If I sell it now, then I've got to find a new entry point. Where is the entry point? Will it go to 157 again? Don't know. Will it go to $1? Could do. Does it matter if it does? No. I'm not doing it. So if anybody wants to sell their shares and take some money, you can crack on. I'm not doing it. Not a bad day. Up $16,000 on Tesla alone. 16 grand, Mark Saxby. I like it. Mark Saxby's made $16,000 today. Bloody hell, Mark. That's what some people make in a year. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. It's amazing. Well done to you. 16 grand in a day. That's what happens when you invest. Apple. We're going to get off because it's earnings time. The earnings is coming up very shortly. Under an hour. Waiting for the earnings to come out. I'm going to get ready to buy Apple. In fact, no, I'm not. I'm going to step back. I've had a good day. When you're up, just walk away. Come back another day. I don't have to buy Apple. It's too expensive. Too dear. What's going on? Big Two Energy, Enphase, Coca-Cola, solid. J&J. What am I up now? 3.5% on Coca-Cola. It's going up after hours as well. Very good. Very good. Right. SPCE. What we want to see, and it's healthy to see it, it's healthy to see some selling and then rebuying. We like to see that because if we can get a little bit of selling pressure, say it drops to, say, 167, 165, 160, and it bounces again, that then shows a strong sentiment to the upside. There was a massive pump at 1 o'clock, but someone, the price was kept contained by either or an algo. And then the price retraced back to 1. We got a chart reader here. You should talk to Sensei. He's the chart reader. I'm the relationship person. I actually speak to people at the companies, learn what's going on, with the financials, look at the balance sheet. Even though I can read a chart and understand it, it's not my thing. I don't even believe they predict the future. They predict what happened in the past is likely to happen in the future. But it's not for me. I'm not really that guy. But I love when I hear about it. Retraced back to 171. They want us to sell. I'm holding on for dear life. I don't think they sell. I don't think they care. I don't think they care, Jordan, whether you sell all your shares or not, mate. I don't think they care. I used to think like that. I used to think these bloody people at Wall Street, they can see inside my computer. They want me to sell. Oh, yes. Every time I buy a stock, it always goes down. They bloody want me. And now they want me to sell. Yes, I'm done with this investment lark. Every time I buy something, it goes down. Oh, those bloody people at Wall Street. They just want me to sell. I'm not going to do it. It's going down again. I'm not going to sell it. And then you sell it when you're down. Oh, they didn't make me do it. I did it on my own free will. I love it. I remember I had a conversation with a manager who works the floor of the New York Stock Exchange when I first started investing. And I went to a party. I was talking to billionaires who were hedge funders. And I was telling them how it works. This is when I just started doing it. I was telling them, the managers of Wall Street, right? I'm telling them how it works. And I'm going, hey guys, you should get into Tesla. I've seen YouTube video. I know, I'd seen YouTube videos. I knew, right? Right. So I'm going to these guys. You should buy Tesla. And they're going, it's overpriced. We're not touching it. Oh, you don't know what you're talking about. Well, we handle billions of dollars of money. Oh yeah, but I've seen YouTube videos. I know all about Tesla. Elon Musk. He's brilliant, he is. And you should buy this. And of course, everybody who came in the stock market on Robinhood during COVID thought they knew best as well. They all knew best. They'd never invested in their lives, but they're on Robinhood now. They've got a little app on their phone and sat on the toilet at home, buying stocks and shares like Warren Buffett. And up it went. Keeps on going. And Elon Musk comes on and says, stop buying my stock. It's too expensive. Stop buying my stock. I'm not listening. I'm buying it anyway. And up it went. And then it all came back down again, didn't it? And I often think back to that conversation that I had with those guys. They must have thought, what a flipping idiot. And the difference is, I lost a lot of money doing it, but I learned from the lessons. And I keep learning, and I keep making mistakes, and I keep learning. But don't ever think that you know best, and don't ever think that the market is there to help you or destroy you. Don't ever use those phrases, Jordan, to me again. I'm holding on for dear life. Don't ever do that. Don't hold on for dear life. Hold on to an investment because you really, really understand it wholeheartedly. If you've read the balance sheet, if you've read the financials, if you've understood the company that you have bought, you will not lose. It's when you don't understand it, you follow the trend, and you're holding on for dear life, or you've got diamond hands, or you're searching for the moon, or whatever it might be. When that happens, you've got emotion involved, and your understanding of the stock has gone down the toilet. And I guarantee you'll lose money. And you'll always turn around and go, oh, it's those people at Wall Street. They're manipulating the market. They made me sell. Martyn, take your 500 from space profit before earnings and buy back under 150. Rinse and repeat. Rinse and repeat, says Pete Barker. That's not a bad suggestion. However, at 157, I'm okay with that, and I'm okay if it goes back down again. I ain't bothered. And Rocket Lab, we're looking at that as well. Apple is my best stock right now. 212 shares at an average of. Now that's investing. That's an investor. Mark Saxby. That's an investor, folks. That is an investor. Mark Saxby never needs to sell Apple. He will earn a dividend, a small, insignificant dividend for the rest of his life. He will not pay any taxes if he's got it on his Roth. The dividend will be tax-free. If he puts his money into a trust, it'll pay his dependents an income for the rest of their lives, without ever paying any tax on anything. I don't know his financial position. I don't know if he needs to sell the stock or how old he is. But if you've got Apple at $56, you're doing all right. You're doing great. So well done to you. I'm just looking at how far back did you go? 2019, yeah. You're doing all right. You are, Mark Saxby. He's doing all right. Damn it, I hate him. Bloody hell, $56. I'll tell you what. I'll give you $60. You make $4 a share. How about that? Right. We've got the Apple's earnings. I've got to go. We'll be right back with the Apple earnings in a few moments' time. Okay. Apple earnings are out. Let's have a look. We should see a reaction. Do we have any members with a multi-million-dollar portfolio? Yep. Yes, we do. Andy Shovel. Mine is 177. $1.77. Lance, $1.77. You mean Virgin Galactic, right? What happened with Rocket Lab? What do you mean? What happened with Rocket Lab? You want to know why Rocket Lab has gone up? The reason why Rocket Lab went up is a few days ago, they announced the return or approval by the FAA to fly again. So they're flying again. But when the announcement came out, of course, everybody bought it. I was already in. I doubled when the news was sold off. Buy the rumor, sell the news. I was already prepared to buy it. Already knew that was going to happen. So as soon as it came out, it went up, straight back down again. So I bought it when it went back down again. And now it's gone up for the investors. The first time it went up for the gamblers, and now it's gone up for the investors. Very different. Referring to market makers, naked short selling, the SEC regulation which came into place, which happened to trap investors in stocks, the bear trap. Yes. I love all this stuff, Jordan Allen. Yep, not going to sell Apple anytime soon. Thank you, Martin. Yeah, I'm very proud of you, mate. Very proud of you. Well done. I wish I'd bloody had Apple at $56. Would you mind doing a very quick look at ABR for me, Martin? I believe it's undervalued. Yes, I can't do it now. I can't do it now. We got Apple earnings. Here it goes. Here goes the Apple. No, the massive drop and buyback. No. The massive drop and buyback. Right, I've got to go. We've got to do the Apple earnings. Apple, shake it all about. Apple. Don't know why I said that. Sometimes I go a bit mad. I probably am mad. It's the time I spend with you guys. Being bonkers. Right, let's do it. Let's give you the link. Here we go. We're going to be right back with the Apple earnings. Members, no. Are we members chats right now? Yeah, let me just do that. Give everyone a chance to say goodbye. That's nice, isn't it? Let me. So I'm just having a good day today. So I'm larking about. Am I allowed to lark about? It's my show, isn't it? I think you're allowed. Right, okay. This video will go directly to the Apple earnings. I'll see you there in a second. We haven't got time to do day trade of the day. We'll do that after the Apple earnings, okay? No. The massive drop. Okay. All right. Apple. Let me check it. Okay. We'll be back in a couple of minutes' time with the Apple earnings. Not much of movement. It's not filtered through to the general retailer because the retail investors. I could go and get the financials, but I haven't got time. I've got to go and get ready for the earnings. So see you back in a second. I've given you the link, right? You're all coming here. Apple earnings. Here's the Apple earnings. It's in the chat. It's pinned to the top. Come and join me. Don't be lazy. See you in a minute. All right. Have a wonderful 2 minutes. And see, I'm trying to trade at the same time. You've got no idea. I'm trying to invest and trade as I'm talking to you. It's all crazy, right? I'll see you back in a minute. Have a lovely 20 minutes. 2 minutes, actually. I'm only going to be 2 minutes. Right? Okay. Back for the Apple earnings in 2 minutes. Tomorrow morning, it's the Friday phone-in. You can be on the Friday phone-in. And then, of course, we've got the closing bell. And then we've got Sensei on Sunday. Sensei Sunday. Right, see you back in a minute. Join me for the Apple earnings. It's going to be exciting. You can't miss it, right? You can't miss it. We're talking iPhones. We're talking iPhones in a minute. How to make money out of buying an iPhone. See you in a minute. Don't go away. Take care of yourselves and each other. Join me for the Apple earnings. Good morning.